श्रीनिवासेति श्रेष्ठतया पात्रं गुणान्वितः कौशिकोऽनन्तरङ्गार्यश्चिरं विजेतां भुवि न्यस्तात्मीयभरं वरप्रदगुरौ वैराग्यभाग्यो दधौ वेदान्तामृतसारमन्तमनघात् श्रीनिवासात् गुरोः श्रीशैलान्वयकौस्तुभस्य नियं श्रेयोनिधे श्रीनिधेः वन्दे साधुकटाक्षकेलिनिलयं श्रीकृष्णसद्देशिकम् श्रीनारायण योगीन्द्र वरदारि कृपा श्रीं रङ्गेशपादविनतं श्रीनिवासमुनिं भजे श्रीविष्णुचित्तपदपङ्कजसङ्गमाय चेतो मम स्पृहयते किमतः परेण नो चेन्ममापि यतिशेखरभारतीनां भावः कथं भवितुमर्हति वाग्विधेयः विकाराय शुद्धाय नित्याय परमात्मने सदैकरूपरूपाय विष्णवे सर्वजिष्णवे यस्मादिदं जगदजायत यत्र तिष्ठत्यन्ते समस्तमिदमस्तमुपैति यत्र तस्मै नमः सरसदादिविकल्पशून्यचैतन्यमात्रो पुषे पुरुषोत्तमाय विधेश्च विदुषामिष्टदायिने तार्क्ष्ययायिने नमस्तुरङ्गतुण्डाय स्वात्मने जगदात्मने अंशैः षड्भिः समाकीर्णमङ्गैर्वेदमिवापरं पुराणं वैष्णवं चक्रेस्तं वन्दे पराशरम् तत्त्वेन यश्चिदचिदीश्वर तत्स्वभावभोगापवर्गदुपाय गतिरुदारः सन्दर्शयन्निरमिमीतपुराणरत्नं तस्मै नमो मुनिवराय पराशराय पराशरमुखान् वन्दे भगीरथनये स्थितान् कमलाकान्तकारुण्यगङ्गाप्लावितमुद्विधान् नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। गुरुपरम्परायै नमः. I offer my pranams to all the Bhagavatas in this satsanga and continue with the next session. The previous class we had just were about to start the story of Urvashi and Pururavas. So that is that we will start. That is in the 6th adhyaya of the 4th amsha of Sri Vishnu Purana. Sri Parashara is narrating the story of Soma Vamsha now, after having told the Surya Vamsha. So in that he is going to now tell about the story of Pururavas and Urvashi. Pururavastu atidanashilo atiyajvati tejasvim satyavadinam atirupasvinam manasvinam मित्रावरुणशापान् मानुषे लोके मया वस्तव्यमिति कृतमतिः उर्वशी ददर्शा. So Pururavas was a great, he was very famous as a Dani. Ati Dani used to donate a lot, and Ati Ajva used to perform a lot of yajnas. Ati Tejasvi, and he had lot of tejas, and Satyavadinam always used to tell the truth. Ati Rupasvinam, that is explained as Ati Rupameva Swam Dhanam Tadasya Asti iti. He was most handsome to look at. And Manasvinam Mitra Varnashapan Manushe Loke, very good mind. And Mitra Varna, and that Pururavas was seen by Urvashi. Urvashi had a shapa from Mitra Varna that she has to come and live in this world, Manushya Loka, and she wanted to complete that shapa. So she came to Manushya Loka here, and she saw this Pururavas. दृष्टमात्रे च तस्मिन् अपहायमानम् अशेषम् अपास्य सर्गसुखाभिलाषम् तन्मनस्का भूत्वा तमेवोपतस्थे. The moment she saw him, she was completely attracted by his personality, and she gave up all her mana, swabhimana and all that, and then neglecting all the pleasures of Swargavasa, living in the heavens, she got totally attracted to him, and she wanted to be with him. Sopi chahatam atishayita sakala loka strika anti saukumarya lavanya Gati Vilasa Hasadi Gunam Avalokya Tada Yitta Chitta Vrittirbabhuva. And he was also equally attracted to her. He saw her and she was the most beautiful in all the worlds, and she exceeded in beauty all the women in all the worlds. And she had such wonderful grace, elegance, and smile, and all that. And looking at all these excellent qualities in her, and his mind was completely attracted towards her. He was totally fascinated by her and attracted to her. Ubhayamapi tanmanaskam drishti परित्यक्ता समस्ता अन्य प्रयोजनमभूत. So both of them were highly attracted towards each other, and they had no interest other than this. So they were totally attracted to each other like that. Raja tu pragalbhya attamaha. Then the king told her. So it is told Atishayita, there is a commentary here for the first shloka. Atishayitaha sakalaloka strinam kantyadi gunaha yayatam तथा च रूपके मन्मथाप्यायितच्छाया शोभा कान्तिरुदाहृता सौकुमार्यं मृदुत्वं च लावण्यं दीप्तिरुच्यते तात्कालिको विशेषस्तु विलासोऽङ्गक्रियादिषु. So all the qualities of women are told here: Kumarya, Mridutva, Lavanya, Deepti, and some of them are temporary. That is the Vilasa, Angakriya, and all those things. Ubhayamapi tanmanaskam, Ubhayamanaskam, Paraspara Manaskam ityartha. Pragalya is nissadvasatvam. That means without any fear. He approached her and tells her thus. Subhru tvam ahamabhikamosmi prasida anuragamudvahetyukta lajjava khandita murvashitam praha. He says, oh, good woman, beautiful woman, I'm interested in you. Please do be pleased and with show love towards me and do marry me. He said, Udvaha ityukta anuragam udvaha maya mayiti shesha in me. Lajjavakhanditam lajjaya mantharam sagadgadam ityartha. And her voice got choked, and then with feeling shy, she says, Bhavatvevam yadi me samaya paripalanam bhavan karoti ityakhyate punarapitamaha. And she, feeling shy and choked in her voice because she was also totally attracted to him, she says that I have certain conditions, and if you are agreeing to that, and in that case, I will agree to what you are telling, she said. And king again tells her thus, Akya hime samayamiti. Tell me what are your conditions. He says, what is the agreement you want with me? What are your conditions? Tell me. Atha prishta punarapyabravit. And again he asks her, and she says, Shaina samipe mamoharanakadvayam putrabhutam napaneyam. She had two young rams, and which she was treating like her own sons. And so she says, near my bed, those two rams will always be there. It should never be taken away from my bed, she said. Bhavansh chamaya ananagno drashtavyah. I should not see you without any clothes on you. Ghritamatra cha mama haraha iti. And I am going to, my food will be only ghee, she said. Evameveti bhupatirapyaha. And king agreed to all these conditions. Taya saha sacha avanipatihi alakayam chaitra ratha adivaneshu amala padma shandeshu manasadi sarassu ati ramaniyeshu ramamanaha ekashashti varshanyanudina prabardhamana pramodo anayat. So along with her, he lived in Alakapuri, and then where there were all wonderful gardens and wonderful lotus ponds were there, very pure and nice lotus ponds and Manasa Saras and all those Saras and Atiramaniyeshwaramanaha and most beautiful places and all that. He enjoyed uh, company with her and he spent like that. Ekashashti Varshani is given here, that is 61 years, but in Patantara it is actually 61,000 years. He, day by day, his joy only increased. So his enjoyments were only increasing day by day. Urvashi cha tatupabhogate pradina pavardhamana pravardhamana nuraga amarlokavasepi naspraham chakara. And Urvashi also, with all the enjoyments and the pleasures of stay with him, every day she had her love also increased day by day only, and her desires and with him, and she was more and more attracted to him and devoted to him. And she started enjoying every day. And she even forgot, she did not even desire the stay in the heavens, that is Svargaloka. Vina chaurvashya suraloko apsarasam siddha gandharvanam cha nati ramaniyo bhavat. And in the heavens, all the other uh, apsaras and siddhas, gandharvas, and all that, they really felt her absence, and it was not at all enjoyable for them without Urvashi in the heavens. ततश्च उर्वशी पुरूरवसोः समयवित् समयवित् विश्वावसुः गन्धर्वसमवेतो निशिशयनाभ्यासादेकमुरणकं जहार. So there was a one Gandharva by name Vishwavasu who knew their agreement. So Samayavit, he knew what is the agreement between them, Urvashi and Pururavas. And so that Vishwa also, along with other Gandharvas, he came in the night, and from her bedside, he took one ram and then stole it and went away. Tasya chakashe niyamanasya urvashi shabdamashunot. When he was taking it away in the sky, that sound woke her up, and she saw that one of her rams was taken away. Evam vacha cha mama anathaya putra kena apakriyate ekam charanam upayami iti. Oh, I am without any help here, anyone, and my son is being stolen, and whom do I take help from? Whom do I seek? She said for help. Tadakarnya Raja Mam Nagnam Devi Vikshati Nayayau. So the king Pururavas was sleeping, he heard, but she didn't get up, because if she gets up, then she will see him without any clothes and she may leave. So he was scared and he did not get up at all. Adhanyamapi Uranakamadaya Gandharvayayuhu. And the Gandharvas stole the other ram also and took it away. तस्यापि अपह्रियमाणस्य आकर्ण्यशब्दमाकाशे पुनरप्यनाथास्म्यामर् का पुरुषाश्रयेत्यार्तराविणी बभूव. When she saw that also being stolen and taken away, she heard that sound also, and she again said, "Oh, I am now without any help here. I am without any husband. There is nobody, and I have a bad person here, a useless person here who is powerless, and I am depending on him." Like this, she started crying and shouting. Raja api amar shavashat अंधकारमे तरिति खड्गमादाय दुष्टदुष्टहतो सीतिव्याहरन् अभ्यधावत्. And king also, then he got very angry, Amarshavashat, Andhakaram etariti, and he thought it is very dark here, anyway she cannot see me. And he took his sword and he started chasing the Gandharvas. Oh, bad person, wait for me. He went after him. तावच्च गन्धर्वैः अपि अतीव उज्ज्वला विद्युज्जनिता. At that time, the Gandharvas, what they did, they created a bright lightning at that place. Tat prabhaya cha urvashi rajanamapagata ambaram drishtva apavritta samaya takshana deva pakranta. That time, Urvashi saw him without any wearing any clothes, and that she immediately knew that that agreement is broken, and she, at that very moment, she left the place. Parityajyata avapi uranako Gandharvas Suralokamupagata, and the Gandharvas left the two rams and they went back to the heavens, Swargaloka. राजाभिजतो मेषावादाय अतिहृष्टमनाः स्वशयनमायातो नौर्वशीं ददर्श. So he took the rams, and then he was very happy that he could actually capture them back. And then he came all the way back and near his bed, and but he did not see Urvashi there. तां च अपश्यन् व्यपगताम्बरेव उन्मत्तरूपो बभ्रामा, and he saw that she had gone away, and he became almost like a mad person, and without even clothes he started to roam around everywhere. कुरुक्षेत्रे च अम्भोज सरसि अन्याभिश्चतसृभिः अप्सरोभिः समवेतामुर्वशीं ददर्श. And when he was roaming around like that without clothes and like a mad person, and near Kurukshetra there was some lotus pond, and in that he saw Urvashi along with other four apsarasas in that pond. ततश्च उन्मत्तरूपो जायेः तिष्ठ मनसि घोरे तिष्ठ वचसि कपटिके तिष्ठ इत्येवमनेकप्रकारं सूक्तमोचत्. So immediately he was so mad, that madly in love with Urvashi, that he could not tolerate her separation. He said, "Oh, my wife, wait, wait! Oh, you are such a crooked mind. Wait, your talk all." Kapataka, that means you are cheating, you are a cheater. Wait, wait, and he started telling all those things like that. Ahacha Urvashi. Urvashi then saw him, and then she says, Maharaja alamanena aviveka chestitena. All this aviveka, what you are talking, is out of ignorance. And stop, enough of all these things, she said. Antarvatnyaham, she says, I am pregnant. अब्दान्ते भवतात्र आगन्तव्यं कुमारस्ते भविष्यति एकां च निशामहं त्वया सह वत्स्यामि इत्युक्तः प्रहृष्टः स्वपुरं जगाम. And she says, end of the year you come here, and there will be one son, I will give you a son. I am pregnant now, and I will stay with you for one night, she said. And he agreed to that, and he was feeling happy, and he went back to his place. Tasam cha apsarasam Urvashi katayamasa, and Urvashi told the other four apsarasas thus, Ayam cha purushotkrishto पुरुषो उत्कृष्टः येनाहमेतावन्तं कालमनुराग अकृष्टमानसा सहोषितेति. So he's an excellent person. This person, I am the Purushaha Utkrishtah, is excellent among men. Yenaham etavantam kalam anuraga akrishtamanasa. With love, I was totally attracted to him, and then I spent my time with him. Wonderfully, she says. Evamuktastascha apsarasavūchu, and all the four apsarasas also say this, that sadhu sadhvasya rupam apyanena saha asmakamapi sarvakalamasya bhavediti. Yes, yes, he is most handsome and most good looking, and we would also like to spend all our time with him, they said. Abde cha purne sa raja tatra jagama. At the end of the year, that king came at the same place again. Kumaram cha Ayusham asme chorvashi dadau. And Urvashi gave him his son Ayus. And Datva Chaikam, his name was itself is Ayu. So Datva Chaikam Nisham Tinarajnya Sahoshitva Panchaputrotpatte Garbhamavapa. And she stayed for one night with him. And in order to give him 5 sons, she again became pregnant. उवाच चैनं राजानमस्मत्प्रीत्या महाराजाय सर्वैव गन्धर्वा वरदाः संवृत्ताः प्रियतां च वर इति. So she told the king that because of our love, mutual love, and O Maharaja, All the Gandharvas want to give you a boon. So choose whatever, seek what boon do you want, she said. Ahacha Raja. Raja said now, Vijita Sakalaratihi Avihatendriya Samartyaha Bandhuman Atibala Koshosmi. I am Vijita Sakalaratihi. I have won over all my enemies. Avihata Indriya Samartya, and my senses are all functioning most perfectly and with all youth and power and all that. I have not lost the senses, power of the any of the senses yet. Bandhuman, I have all relatives and everyone whom I like. Ati Bala Koshosmi, and I have Ati Bala Koshosmi. My forces are all very powerful, and I also have a nice good treasury which is full. नान्यदस्माकं urvashisalokyaat praptavyamastmi asti. So I do not have anything, any other need other than I want to be in the same world as you. Urvashisalokya, I want to live with you in the same world as you all the time, he says. तदहमनया सहोर्वश्या कालं नेतुमभिलषामि इत्युक्ते गन्धर्वाराज्ञे अग्निस्थालीं ददुः. So I want to see, live with this Urvashi all the time. When he said, the Gandharvas gave the king an Agnisthali, a pot with Agni. ऊचुश्चयेनमग्निमहम्नायानुसारी भूत्वा त्रिधा कृत्वा उर्वशी सलोकतामनोरथमुद्दिश्य सम्यक् यजेथाः. So they told him that according to the injunctions of the Vedas, Amnayanusari, Bhutva, Tridha Krutva, make this Agni as three into three, and as per the injunctions of the Vedas, you perform yagas with with the sankalpa that you want to get attain Urvashi Salokya. So Urvashi Salokata Manoratham Uddishya. So desiring that, you do the sankalpa like that and then perform the yagas. Tato avashyam abhilashitam ityuktah tam agnisthali madaya jagama. And you will definitely get Urvashi Salokya through that, they said, and then he took that agnisthali and went away. अन्तरटव्याम् अचिन्तयत् अहो मे अतीव मूढता किमहमकरवम्. And while he was coming back in the middle, in the, somewhere in the forest, he thought, what is this stupid thing I did? He thought, Vanhisthali Maya Yesha Anita Na Urvashiti. I brought this Vanhisthali, but I did not bring Urvashi, he thought. अथैनाम अटव्यामेव अग्निस्थालीं तत्याजस्व पुरंच जगाम. So he left that Agnisthali in the forest itself and he went back to his city back. Yatite ardharatre vinidrascha chintayat. And in the middle of the night, he again thought thus, Mamorvashi salokya praptyartham agnisthali gandharvair datta sa chamaya atavyam parityakta. Oh, what is this? In the middle of the night, he woke up and thought, the Gandharvas gave me the Agnisthali in order to attain Urvashi Salokya, and I left it in the forest itself. He thought, तदहं तत्र तदाहरणाय यास्यामि इत्युत्थाय तत्रापि उपगतः अनाग्निस्थालीं पश्यति. So he immediately thought, I am going to bring that back here. And he got up and went all the time, all the way there, but he did not see the Agnisthali. Shami garbham cha ashwatthamagnistali sthane drishtva chintayati. So he saw an ashwattha plant in the Shami Garbha, the Shami twiner in between that. So he saw an Ashwatha tree there in the Agnisthali, the same place as the Agnisthali. Then he thought, Maya atra Agnisthali nikshipta sa cha Ashwatha Shami Garbho bhut. I had left the Agnisthali here. Now it has become this Ashwatha with the Shami Garbha, Shami plant. So he said, Tadenameva aham agnirupamadaya swapuram abhigamya aradhim kritva tadutpanna agnehe upastim karishyami. He said, I will take this itself to my place and then I will take arani out of this Ashwatha Vriksha and then I will create generate Agni from that fire from that. With that, I will do the Upasane, as told by the Gandharvas. He thought. Evamev swaparam abhigamya ranim chakara. So he said, he came back to his city and brought that Ashwatha with Semigarbha, and then he took Arani out of that. The Ashwatha sticks are the Aranis. Tat pramanam changulaihi kurvan gayatri patat. So he took that Arani and then he recited the Gayatri mantra. Patatascha akshara sankhya anyeva ankula anyaranyabhavat. So Gayatrim Patataha Akshara Sankhyanani, Tadakshara Sankhyan Yangulani Aranirabhavati. So Gayatri meter has got 24 aksharas. So that Arani became 24 inches long as he was reciting the Gayatri mantra. Tatragnim Nirmathya Agnitrayamamnayanusari Bhutva Juhava. And he took the Arani and then he generated fire by rubbing the two Aranis. And then using that fire, according to the injunctions of the Vedas, he performed yaga. Urvashi Salokyam Balam Abhisandhitavan. And he, Abhisandhi means Sankalpa. So he did the yagas with the Sankalpa that he wants to attain Urvashi Salokya. तेनैव चाग्निविधिना बहुविधान् यज्ञान् इष्ट्वा गान्धर्वलोकानवाप्यौर्वश्यासः वियोगम् avapa. So having performed many types of yagas with that, using that Agni, like that, Agni Vidhi, he performed lot of many types of yajnas, and then he attained Gandharva Loka, and he united with Urvashi wherever in the Sargaloka. Eko Agniradha Bhavati Ekena Tvatra Manvantare Tredha Pravartitaha. So the Agni which was one earlier in this Manvantara, it became into three, and then from then on, three Agnis were used. So that is told here, Garhapatya, Ahavaniya and Dakshinagni, that is used in the Yagas. So that became three during his time only, is told in the Purana here. So that completes the story of Urvashi and Pururavas. The Sri Vishnu Purane Chaturthe Amshe Shashtodhyayah. The sixth Adhyaya comes to an end, and the seventh chapter starts. Sri Parasharaha. Parasharar continues. Tasyapyayuhu dhiman amavasuhu vishwavasuhu shrutayuhu shatayuhu ayutayuriti samjnaha shat putra bhavan. And Pururavas had 6 children. Ayu is the first one. Then Dhiman. Dhiman means he was a very intelligent person. Ayu, Dhiman, he was a very wise and intelligent person. Ayu is the first son. Amavasu is the second. Vishwavasu. Then Shrutayu, Shatayu, and Ayutayu. These are all the 6 children of Pururavas. Atha Amavasoho Bhimanama Putro Bhavate. Amavasu had a son by name Bhima. Bhimasya Kanchanaha. Kanchanat Suhotra Tasyapi Janhu. Bhima's son was Kanchana, his son was Suhotra, his son was Janhu. Yoso Yajnavatam Akhilam Gangam Bhasa Plavitamavalo Kyakvota Sampraktalochano Bhagavantam Yajna Purushamat Mani Paramena Samadhina Samaro Pyakilameva Gangam Apivat. So he is very famous when Janhu Rishi and Ganga is called Janhavi. It's well-known story. So when the Yajnavata was completely washed away by the floods of Ganga because of the force of the Ganga river coming, he got very angry. And then what he did was he took the entire Ganga as an aposhana. In one aposhana, he took all the Ganga and drank it off. And then Athainam Devarshaya Prasadayamasuhu. Then Devas, Rishis, and all that, they prayed to him, please don't do like that and give her back. Duhitratvecha Siganga Manayan. So she became Janhu's daughter, and they all took her, they carried her back, Ganga, they took her back from him. Jannoscha Sumanturnama Putro both. That Janhu had a son by name Sumantu. तस्याप्यजकः ततो बलाकाश्वः तस्मात् कुशः तस्यापि कुशाम्ब कुशनाभा धूर्तरजसो वसुश्चेति चत्वारः पुत्रा बभूवुः. So, and Sumantu had a son Ajaka, and he had a son Balakashva, and Balakashva had Kusha, and Kusha had four sons, Kushamba, Kushanabha, Dhurtarajas, and Vasu. Four sons he had. Tesham Kushamba, Shakratulyo me putro bhavet tapaschakara. Among them, Kushamba performed a tapas with the intention of that he wanted to have a son equal to Indra. तं च उग्रतपसमवलोक्य मा भवत्यन्यो अस्मत्तुल्यवीर्य इति आत्मनैव अस्य इन्द्रः पुत्रत्वमगच्छत्. So Indra saw him that he was performing such fierce tapas that he will definitely attain a son who is equal to me, and he thought, let there not be another person who is equal to me, and he himself was born as his son. Sagadhirnama putraha Kaushiko Bhavat, and he was born as a in Kaushika Gotra Vamsha by name Gadhi. Gadhishcha Satyavatim Kanyam Ajanet. Gadhi had a daughter by name Satyavati. Tam cha Bhargavaha Ruchiko Bhavre, and Satyavati married Ruchika, who is from who is a Bhrugu Vamsha, Bhargava. Gadirapi Atiroshanaaya Ativruddhaya Brahmanaya. So he wanted to, Ruchika came to Gadhi and asked for the hand of Satyavati. Vavre means it is Varna. He said, I want to marry your daughter Satyavati. Ruchika said, then Gadhi sees him, Gadhirapi Atiroshanaya Ativruddhaya Brahmanaya Datumanichan Ekata Shyama Karananam Induvarchasam Anilaramhasam Ashwanam Sahasram Kanya Shulkamaya Chita. So he asked for a Kanya Shulka in order to give his daughter Satyavati. He put such a condition. He didn't want to give Satyavati to Ruchika, seeing him that he was with all his beard and mushroom and all that grown, and he was looking very fierce actually, and he was looking also very old, Ruchika, and he was not interested in giving Satyavati to Satyarishi. But he can't say no, so he put a condition: give me a Kanya Shulka. I want you to give me 1,000 horses, Sahasram Ashwanam Sahasram, who all of them should have 1 year black. Ekataha Shyamakarananam, only 1 year should be black for them. And Induvarchasam, they should all be white and with 1 year black, and they should have the speed of wind, that is Anilaramhasam. Such 1,000 horses you give me as Kanya Shulka, then I will give my daughter Satyavati to you in marriage, he says. Tenapi Rishina Varuna Sakashat Upalabhya Ashwatirthotpannam Tadrisham Ashwasasram Dattam. So with the grace of Varuna, that Rishi went and pleased Varuna with his grace. There in a place called Ashwatirtha, he could get 1,000 horses as told by Gadhi. Tatastam Chika Kanya Upayeme. Then Gadhi could not do anything else. So he gave Satyavati in marriage to Chika. Chika married Satyavati. Chikascha tasyaha charumapatyartham chakara. And he prepared a charu to Satyavati in order to get a son. तत्प्रसादितश्च तन्मात्रे क्षत्रवरपुत्रोत्पत्तये चरमपरं साधयामास. And Satyavati says, she pleases, she asks Ruchika and says, make one charu for my mother also. She says, Tanmatre Kshatravara Putrotpataye, and he should be an excellent Kshatriya. My mother wants to have a excellent Kshatriya son, and please make a charu for her also. She asks him, येष चरुर्भ तत्प्रसादितश्च तन्मात्रे charumaparam sadhayamasa. He prepared another charu for her mother also. येष चरुर्भवत्याः अयम् अपरः charuः त्वन्मात्रा सम्यगुपयोज्यः इत्युक्त्वा वनं जगाम. So he prepared two charus and he tells very clearly, this charu is for you and this charu is for your mother. You have to use it properly without any mixing up. He said, and he went to forest. उपयोगकाले च तां माता सत्यवती माह. So when Satyavati told about this charu, when they were about to take the charu, then Satyavati's mother tells her, Putri sarva eva atmaputram atigunam abhilakshati natmajaya bhratraguneshu ativatrato bhavati iti. See, oh daughter, everybody wants to have excellent son for oneself. Atmaputram atigunam abhilakshati. Excellent son for oneself. Na atmajaya bhratraguneshu. That means in Atma Jaya Bhratraguneshu, that is wife's brother. So the Guneshu, that is Chika, would have given an excellent charu for you, but not for your brother. That is Satyavati's mother is telling, because she wanted to have a son. So Atmajaya Bhratra Guneshu Ati Adruto Bhavati. So you would not have made a very good charu for your brother, whereas for your son he would have prepared a wonderful charu. She says, Ator Hasimama Atmiyam Charum Datum Madiyam Charum Atmano Payoktum. So this charu what he has given prepared for me, you take it and give me the other your charu, she says. Matputrena hi sakala bhumandala paripalanam karyam. She says, my son only has to rule over the entire earth. Kiyadva brahmanasya balavirya sampade chukta sa swacharum matre dattavati. And what is the use of having, he would have given you an excellent charu, and for your brother you would not have bothered much. So we will exchange, he said, because I will have a son who will rule over all the worlds. And what is the use of having a Brahmana son, Brahmana who is without any power, Balavirya Sampada, and it will not have any valor or power or anything. What is the use of having that? So let us exchange, he said. And Satyavati also thought it was okay, and then she exchanged. Athavanaadagatya Satyavatim Rishirapashyat. Then Ruchika comes back from forest and sees Satyavati. Immediately he understands that there is something wrong. On looking at her itself, he could find out. Ah, चेनाम अतिपापे किमदम अकार्यम भवत्या कृतम मतिरौद्रम तेव पुर्लक्ष्यते. Oh bad woman, what is it wrong thing? What is the bad thing that you did? Akarya you have done. Your body is looking fearful. What did you do? He tells her. Nunam tvaya tvan matrasat kritascharurupaयुक्तः न युक्तमेतत्. You have definitely taken the charu which I had prepared for your mother, and this is not right what you did. He says, Maya hi tatra charo sakalaishwarya virya shaurya bala sampada aropita. And I had actually infused all kinds of Aishwarya, Virya, Shaurya, Bala, and all those things in that charu, which you were supposed to take, and which in the charu which your mother was supposed to take. Mayahi tatra charu sakalaishwarya, Virya, Shaurya, Bala, Sampadaropita. Because she was a Kshatriya, he had given prepared a Kshatriya charu for her. And all the Aishwarya, Virya, Shaurya, Bala, all those things I had infused in that charu. Swadiyacharau api akhila shanti jnana titikshadi brahmana guna sampat. And in your charu had actually made it, infused all the excellent qualities a Brahmin should have. That is akhila shanti, jnana, titikshadi, forbearance, knowledge, and peace. All these things I had infused in your charu. Taccha viparitam kurvantya tavati raudra. अतिरौद्र अस्त्रधारणपालननिष्ठः क्षत्रियाचारः पुत्रो भविष्यति. And you exchange this, and then because of that you are going to have a son who will be carrying a very fearful weapon. Atiraudra astradharana palananishtaha. He will be very much interested in using a very fearful weapon, and he will be living like a kshatriya, and such a person you are going to get, son you are going to get. Tasyascha upashama rushihi brahmanacharaha. And she will have a son who is always loving peace, and then very calm and peaceful person having, and who will live like a Brahmin. He said, Iti akaranyaiva sa tasya pado jagraha. Hearing this, Satyavati immediately falls at his feet, pranipatya namaha, and then pleads him thus. Bhagavanmayetad ajnadanushtitam prasadam me guru. Without knowledge, out of ignorance, I have done this. Please do help me. Please do help me, she says. Maivam vidav putro bhavatu. I don't want to have this kind of a son. Kamavevam vidav pautro bhavatyutyukte munirapya. Let such a person be my grandson. I don't mind. But my son should not be like that, carrying all fearful weapon and living like a kshatriya, she says. Then he is pleased, and Ruchika said, Evam astviti, let it be so, he said. Anantaram chasa jamadagni maji janat. She gave birth to Jamadagni. Tan mata cha Vishwamitram janayamasa. His mother had gave birth to Vishwamitra. Satyavati Kaushiki Namanadhyabhavati. Satyavati became a river by name Kaushiki. After that, Jamadagnihi Ikshvaku Vamshodbhavasya Reno Stanayam Renukam Upayeme. Jamadagni marries Renuka, who is the son of Renu from Ikshvaku Vamsha. तस्यां च अशेषक्षेत्रहन्तारं परशुरामसंज्ञं भगवतः सकललोकगुरो नारायणस्यां जमदग्निरजी जनत. And Jamadagni marries Renuka, and he has a son, Parashurama, who is Bhagavataha Sakalalokaguroho Narayanasya Amsham. He is a Amsha of Narayana, who is the supreme lord of all the worlds. And Jamadagni's son Parashurama was born. Vishwamitra putrastu bhargava eva shunashepo devair dattaha tatascha devarata nama bhavat. Vishwamitra had a son who was Bhargava, and his name was Shunashepa, Bhargava Vamsha. And he was given by gods, Devair Dattaha, and he became to be known as Devarata. Tataschanye Madhuschando Dhananjaya Kritadeva Ashtaka Kachapa Haritakhya Vishwamitra Putra Babhuhu. And Vishwamitra had other sons also, Madhuchanda, Dhananjaya, Kritadeva, Ashtaka, Kachapa, and Harita, these sons. Tesham cha bahuni kaushika gotrani rishyantareshu vivakyanyabhavan. And they all married Kaushika Gotra, from Kaushika Gotra, and through with other rishis and all that, the marriage happened with Kaushika Gotra rishis and all that for them. So that is the story of Vishwamitra and Parashurama. Iti Shri Vishnu Purane Chaturthayam Che Saptamo Adhyaya. Seventh chapter is a short one that's completed. Ashtamo Adhyaya Shri Parasharaha Pururavasaha. So there is some commentary also here for this. Vishwamitreti Bhargava Jamadagni Sodaratvad Bhargavaha Shunashepa. So that is how he became Bhargava, he says. Yataha Aurvasya Rajikasya Satyavatyam Mahashaha Jamadagni Suto Vidwan Jagne Vedavidambaraha Matyavasya Shunashepa. Ayam cha Vishwamitrasya Swasriyaha Putravat Devair Dattatva Devarata. So Vishwamitra's son was given by Deva, so he became to be called as Devarata. And how he had his sons again came into Kaushika Gotra is told, Teshamiti, Rishyantareshviti. Rishyantareshu vivahyaha samana pravareshu avivahyaha. Because they should not marry the same gotra, they got married to other gotras and they got into Kaushik gotra is told. Idam sarvagotranam prayena samanam. So say it is true for all the gotras. It is told in the sutra, that is told in the commentary. Continuing further in the 8th chapter, Pururavasa Jyeshtah Putro Yastvayurnama Sa Rahor Duhitaramupayeme, and Pururava's eldest son his name was Ayu, and he married Rahu's daughter. Tasyam cha pancha putran padayamasa. He had 5 sons through her. Nahusha, Kshetra, Vruddha, Rambha, Raji, Samjnas, Tathaivanena, Panchama Putro Bhut. So he had 5 sons, Nahusha, Kshetra, Rambha, Raji, Samjna, and Anena. They are the people. Raji and then Anena. Nahusha, Kshetra, Rambha, Raji, and Anena. These are all the 5 sons of uh, Jyeshta, the eldest son of Pururavas, that is Ayu. Kshetravruddha Suhotraha Putro Bhavati. Among them, Kshetravruddha had a son by name Suhotra. Kashya, Kasha Grit Samada, Kashya Grit Samada, Gritsamada Trayastasya Putra Bhuvuhu. Suhotra had 3 sons, Kashya, Kasha, and Gritsamada. Gritsamadasya Shaunakaha Chaturvanya Pravartayita Abhut. And Gritsamada had a son Shaunaka who was responsible for the promulgation of the Chaturvanya Pravartana. काश्यपस्य काशेयः काशीराजः तस्मात् राष्ट्रः राष्ट्रस्य दीर्घतपः पुत्रो भवति. Kashya had a son Kasheya who was the king of Kashi, and then he had a son Rashtra. Rashtra had a son Dirghatapas. Dhanvantaristu Dirghatapasaha putro bhavati. Dirghatapas had a son who was none other than Dhanvantari. So Dhanvantari's story comes here, a very short one. स हि संसिद्धकार्यकरणः सकलसम्भूतिषु अशेषज्ञानविदा भगवता नारायणेन च अतीतसम्भूतौ तस्मै वरो दत्तः. He had Samsiddha Karyakaranaha, means he had mastered all the Ayurvedic Vashikrita Prakritihi Ajara Dehendriyova. So Samsiddha Karyakaranaha means he had under control the Prakriti, and he could, and because of that Ajara Dehendriyaha, his body and Indriyas and all never became old. He was always young. So he had mastered that. And Sakala Sambhutishu Ashesha Jnana Vida Bhagavata Narayanena, and in all his births, Sakala Sambhutishu, all his births, Ashesha Jnana Vida Bhagavata Narayanena cha Atita Sambhutau Tasmai Varodatta. Atita Sambhutau means Kshirodad Utpattau. When he was born from Kshira Sagara, and that time he was given a vara by none other than Narayana. काशीराजगोत्रोऽवतीर्यत्वमष्टधा सम्यगायुर्वेदं करिष्यसि यज्ञभागभुक् भविष्यसीति. So Narayana gave him a vara itself that during the uh, Kshirasagara Mathana, that time when he was born, Dhanvantari was born, Kashi Rajagotra, you will be born in Kashi Rajagomsha, and you will, all the Ayurveda, you will create 8 Angas for Ayurveda, and you will also get Avirbhaga from all the Yajnas, he says. So that is told in the commentary explained. Ashtadha Ashtangam. So there are Ashtanga Ayurveda you will master, he said. And he was, Dhanvantari was responsible for the 8 Angas created in Ayurveda, which is told in the commentary here by Sringalalva. Kaya, Bala, Graha, Urdhvanga, Shalya, Damshra, Jara, Visha. These are the 8 Angas Kaya is general medicine or internal medicine. Bala is pediatrics. Graha is psychology and all that, psychiatry and all that. Urdhva is the top portion of in the head, that is the ENT and all that, ear, nose, and all that. And Shalya is surgery, and that is the accessory. Damstra is toxicology and all that. Jara is voltage related problems, treating that branch of Ayurveda. And Visha is aphrodisiacs and all that. So these are all the eight uh, angas of Ayurveda, which was created by Dhanvantari. And he also gave him a vara that he will also receive Yajna Bhaga, the habits from Yajna. Tasya sha Dhanvantarehe पुत्रः केतुमान् केतुमतो भीमरतः तस्यापि दिवो दासः तस्यापि प्रतर्दनः. And he, Dhanvantari's son was Ketuman. Ketuman had a son Bhimarata, and he had a son Divodasa. Divodasa's son was Pratardana, which also comes in the Upanishads. स च भद्रश्रेण्यवंशविनाशनात् अशेषशत्रवो अनेन जिता इति शत्रुजिदभवत्. So he destroyed the Bhadrashrenya Vamsha, and all his enemies were all destroyed. So he came to be known as Shatrujit. Pratardana was called as Shatrujit. Tena cha pritimata atmaputro vatsavatsyetyavihito vatso bhavat. And Pratardana's father Divodasa used to call him with great love, Vatsa. So he became to be called as Vatsa itself. Satya Ridadhvaja Samjnamavapa. And because he was totally devoted to following Satya, and he was called Ridadhvaja. ततश्च कुवलयनामानमश्वं लेभे ततः कुवलयाश्व इत्यस्यां पृथिव्यां प्रतितः. And he obtained a horse by name Kuvalaya, and then because of that he also came to be known as Kuvalayashva. So these are all the names with which he became very famous in whole world. तस्य च वत्सस्य पुत्रो अलर्कनामा भवत् यस्यायमद्यापि श्लोको गीयते. That Vatsa had a son by name Alarka, on whom there is a shloka, and he is praised even today everywhere. षष्टिवर्षसहस्राणि षष्टिवर्षशतानि चालर्कादपरो नान्यो भुजे मेदिनीं युवा. And Alarka, living young all the time, and he ruled over all the worlds for Shashti Varsha Sahasrani, 60,000 years, and 60 Shashti Varsha Shatani, that means 60, 100, that means 6,000. 66,000 years he ruled all the world, being young, and nobody enjoyed the world like that, he says. That is a shloka which is very famous about Alarka. तस्यापि अलर्कस्य सन्नति नामा भवदात्मजः. He had a son by name Sannati. सन्नतेः सुनीथः तस्यापि सुकेतुः तस्माच्च धर्मकेतुर्जज्ञे. Sannati had a son Sunitha, who had a son by name Suketu, and Suketu had a son Dharmaketu. ततश्च सत्यकेतुः, Dharmaketu had a son Satyaketu. तस्माद् विभुः, Satyaketu's son was Vibhu. तत्तनयः सुविभुः, his son was Suviभु. ततश्च सुकुमारः, his son was Sukumara. तस्यापि दृष्टकेतुः ततश्च वीतिहोत्रः, and his son was Drishtaketu, and then his son was Vitihotra. Tasmat Bhargah, Bhargasya Bhargabhumihi, his son was Bharga, and his Bharga's son was Bhargabhumi. ततश् चातुर्वर्ण्य प्रवृत्तिरित्येते काश्यभूभृतः कथितः. And Bhargabhumi was responsible for establishing Chaturvarnya and spreading it. And this is the story of all the kings of Kashya Vamsha. Kashya Bhubrataha Katidaha. That's the kings who came in the Vamsha of Kashya. And I have told you about that. Now I am going to tell you about Raji's Vamsha. Rajestu Santati Shuyatam. Raji, who was another son of Pururavas. Now I am going to tell you about his Vamsha. Parashara tells Maitreya. Shri Vishnu Purane Chaturthamshi Ashtamodhyaya. So the eighth Adhyaya comes to an end here, and about Rajiv Vamsha he is going to narrate now. That is the ninth Adhyaya will start. I think that is a logical place for us to stop here. This is all about the Vamsha Kathana, Vamshanacharitam Cheti, Puranam, Panchalakshanam as told. All that, and in between those who are very famous kings and who are well known, and there are a lot of stories about them. Interesting, all those things are going to be are narrated. So we shall take up the ninth chapter, study of the story of Raji's Vamsha in the next class. So with that, I conclude today's session, offering my pranams to all the Bhagavatas with this. एवमेतत् पुरावृतमाख्यानं भद्रमस्तु वः प्रव्याहृतविस्रब्धं बलं विष्णो प्रवर्धताम् तापस्तेषां जयस्तेषां कुतस्तेषां पराभवः येषामिन्दीवरश्यामोर्दये सुप्रतिष्ठितः काले वर्षतु पर्जन्यः पृथिवी सस्यशालिनी देशोऽयं क्षोभरहितः ब्राह्मणाः सन्तु निर्भयाः कावेरी वर्धतां काले काले वर्षतु वासवः श्रीरङ्गनाथो जेतु श्रीरङ्गश्रीश्च वर्धताम् स्वस्ति प्रजाभ्यः परिपालयन्तां न्याय्येन मार्गेण महीं महिषाः गोब्राह्मणेभ्यः शुभमस्तु नित्यं लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु नमस्ते मङ्गलानि भवन्तु सर्वं श्रीकृष्णार्पणमस्तु श्रीमते रामानुजाय नमः श्रीमते